I saw him hit his head. I tried to hold him. I couldn't hold him. Okay. Another one, he hit his head.
First at 11, a West News exclusive body cam video showing chaotic moments following the tragic ride at Epic Universe that would turn deadly. Kevin Zavala died after riding Stardust Racers back in September.
Now newly released documents and interviews in the days that followed shed new light on how things unfolded. West News' Haley Crumbo home in the newsroom tonight with more. Haley.
So in some of the audio that was released, you can hear a first responder saying they were called out for a person with a cut who was unresponsive. But these injuries would end up being far more serious. And you hear an interview with Kevin Rodriguez Zavala's girlfriend where she tells a deputy she tried to help him on this ride, but she couldn't. Newly released body camera footage shows how the night of September 17th unfolded after first responders got the call about someone hurt at Epic Universe. It shows deputies getting to the Stardust Racers roller coaster. And the confusion about what had happened to 32-year-old Kevin Rodriguez Zavala, a passenger on the ride.
What happened or what's going on?
I have no idea. Okay. He was on the ride. From what medical services told me, it looks like a massive cardiac event.
Ultimately, the medical examiner would determine Zavala died from multiple blunt force injuries.
He also possibly hit his head.
Paramedics did what they could to help outside of the ride.
They're going to be transporting very soon. I would clear away.
You'll be transporting a white male to ORMC, trauma alert.
While Zavala was being taken to the hospital, deputies interviewed his girlfriend, who was on the ride with him.
I need a statement on what happened. If you could recall, if you were able to.
We went on the ride. I saw him, he was too low. He doesn't have any support on his leg.
Okay.
They pushed it about 3 times, maybe 4.
Who pushed it? The ride workers?
Yes.
Okay.
I saw him on the first drop. I saw him hit his head. I tried to hold him. I couldn't hold him.
Okay.
Another one, he hit his head.
So he hit. So
he just went up and hit.
So the seat was loose the whole time?
It looked like he was tight.
Okay.
But it wasn't because, like I said, he doesn't have support on his leg. So.
In the days after Zavala was killed, deputies did an interview with a doctor who had been on the ride and jumped in to help.
And that night I didn't really sleep.
Oh, yeah.
I was just awake all night thinking about it, but I was wondering how on earth did this happen?
She told a detective it looked like the man's femur was fractured and that he had a head injury she assumed was from hitting the ride.
You know, based on my observation, I think that could only have happened because his leg fractured and that's why he then shuffled up.
An autopsy found Zavala had impact injuries that included a fracture of his right femur. The night it happened, a deputy drove his girlfriend to the hospital.
I know,
but Zavala didn't survive. Heartbreakingly, in an interview days later, his girlfriend told a detective they almost skipped riding that roller coaster altogether.
For some reason that day, I just wanted to skip the Stardust Racer. But he was very excited. He told me, let's go see how it is. So we went.
Zavala was a gamer, a streamer. He had started a nonprofit helping people with disabilities find jobs. Ultimately, the medical examiner classified his death as accidental, and he leaves behind his girlfriend and his family. They ultimately ended up reaching a resolution with Universal over his death. Live in the newsroom, Haley Crumbo, West 2 News.
All right, Haley, WestShoe has led the coverage on the story from the very beginning. You can get the latest updates and see all our past reporting on West.com and the free WestShoe app.